I'm Eric.
And we are in northeast Arkansas at Davidsonville State Historic Park. And of course we're here. Eric's working on a McDonald's here. It's very humid. There are lots of bugs.
And we hear thunder in the background here, and maybe we're going to get a little bit of rain today.
So yeah, actually cooling it off a little bit, but it's still horribly humid.
Yep.
So we drove up here from Hot Springs, and I guess so we went over a bump. It said bump.
Yeah, there were several big bumps, and one of my sway bars came loose and was just dragging by the chain. I couldn't hear it. You know, thankfully we were going slow.
Yeah.
And then I rolled down the window and listened and heard some metal dragging, and there was no place to pull over. You know, on a 2-lane highway with no shoulder. And so I drove, I guess we drove for probably 4 or 5 miles.
Yeah. I kept calling. I was following in my car, and I kept calling, saying, "You're dragging something."
Yeah, it wasn't helping. But
well, you didn't know it.
Yeah. And when we got to a place we could stop, one of my sway bars had come off, and like I said, it was just dragging by the chain, and you know, didn't really do any damage to it, and we were going slowly, so the trailer didn't get damaged or anything. But I wonder how that fell out. That was kind of unusual.
So we went over this. I felt like it was one of those bumps we went over. It just was a weird bump, and
yeah,
I don't know. So hopefully that won't happen again.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. And then the other interesting thing that happened. So we went into town our first day here, and get something to eat, have a beer, you know, after we get moved in, get the trailer all settled. And we went into one restaurant, and they didn't have beer. And someone in the restaurant said, "Oh, well, you know, at the pizza place." So we went to the pizza place. Turns out it's the only restaurant in both these towns that are around here that even serves alcohol, and they've only been doing it for like 3 months.
Right. They said it took them a 3-year court battle to be able to sell alcohol. So anyway, it's dry around here, and it's not dry for bugs because there's lots of them.
It's not dry.
And they bite.
Yeah.
You know, they're
so this made a whole excursion for us of realizing that we have to go somewhere to buy beer. We did an hour round trip to a package store.
Yep.
That had, it was like beer heaven.
Yeah. Yep.
We drove an hour round trip
Just to go in the beer cellar. Thumbs up to the beer cellar. Yep. So if you're coming around here and you like to drink beer or wine or whatever, keep that in mind.
BYOB.
Bring your own, or be prepared to take a little trip. It's not that bad, but it's not the most convenient thing in the world.
No. Let's see. So then some of our other. So we're here at the historic park. It's sort of an outdoor museum that's
about Davidsonville.
Yeah, which was the first, I guess, the first organized town when the state of Arkansas was created.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first town. So. That's interesting. And it has a little lake here called Trapper's Lake. And walking around. Fishing, but he's pretty much determined that there's not anything very big.
Yeah, if you like to catch 4 to 8-inch bass, this is the place for you. Because I think that's what's in here. So they stocked it, and I haven't caught anything over, you know, maybe 8-10 inches long. So I've given up. It's not worth the bug bites you get out here.
I bet he'll go try it again.
I will, but I'm sick that way. So.
And it's along the Black River, which is pretty. The walks are pretty, but it's just so humid and there's so many bugs. I saw a deer one morning, but I was covered in cobwebs.
The wildlife.
Yeah, and our other adventure this past week was we went to a town that's almost an hour away for him to look at a McDonald's there. And we went to this little dive that was called Roy's First and Last Chance. And it's kind of funny because we'd been told, or we'd read on Bug on Yelp or whatever, that had the best burger in Northeast Arkansas. So we decided to go, and cold beer. I was kind of looking for the beer. So
Yep.
they had a wide variety of beer. So we went there to check it out. Very nice, very nice people. You want to tell what happened there?
Oh, well, yeah. I asked the gal, so what kind of beer you have? And she said, well, we got all kinds, dark, light. And I said, what kind of IPAs do you have? And she said, you're speaking French to me, aren't you? And I got the feeling that,
She didn't know what IPA
that
was.
yeah, that we better just stay basic.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Anyway,
The burger was really good.
and the burger was definitely, it's got to be the best burger in Northeast Arkansas.
At least a competitor.
Because it was very, very good.
And they were very nice. And yeah, we would definitely go. We would definitely stop there again.
Oh, yeah.
if we're up there.
Absolutely.
So I think that is. Oh, I know what else in the area. There's that Beatles park. That's kind of funny too.
Yeah, it is funny. There's not much to it, but they like to put pictures of the Beatles in the windows because I guess they walked across the street at one time and there was like a famous photo taken.
No.
No?
That's a famous photo of Abbey Road. It's on one of their albums.
Oh,
You might
okay.
remember it. It's kind of iconic.
I thought it was Paragould,
No, Walnut
Arkansas.
Ridge. It's Walnut Ridge.
Oh, that was Walnut Ridge.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The Beatles had a concert in Dallas, and they were on their way to somebody's ranch in Missouri for a little vacation. And the only airport that could handle whatever size plane they were flying in was here about Walnut Ridge. So when the local teenagers found out that the Beatles had been here and then would be coming back, of course, to the airport, they all the teenagers, they were like 10, I think they said they were like 100, gathered at the airport to see the Beatles, but they still commemorate this momentous occasion in the history of the town.
Yep. They're embracing it.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's cute, though. Anyway, that's about all the excitement we've had this past week or so.
Well, here at Davidsonville, though, the restrooms are great.
Oh, it is a nice park.
Very nice shower. Roomy, and the water stays on. It's a good temperature. It's got a lot of bugs, but not so
Not
much
inside.
not in the shower. But that's definitely a plus here.
Yeah, the Arkansas State Parks so far in our experience are very nice.
Yep.
So, anyway, give us a thumbs up and
Subscribe.
please subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you later.
Bye.